me in the studio right now, we've got the legends from Bedford joining us. We've got the Scruff, everybody!
How are you doing?
I am absolutely awesome as always. You'll find out that I will say awesome quite regularly throughout the show. So
it's an awesome word.
It's an awesome word, but I tell you what, let's go round the band. Tell us what you do and what your name is.
We'll start with
my name's Sam and I'm the bass man.
I'm Omar. I'm a percussionist, drummer.
my name's Adam and I'm lead singer and guitarist.
Awesome. Now, what it is, guys, I was talking about this earlier. You was out there, you was having a little sound check, and you've called yourself the Scruff. Now, I'm not going to lie, we have never had a more better looking bunch of lads all dressed up to the nine irons in this studio like this before. So I'll tell you what, Ben, talk to us. What on earth? Not Ben, sorry, we've just been talking about something.
I was going to say, Ben, come in.
You know, we was just talking about Ego Trip because they supported you, and we was talking about Ben, who's a bit bonkers. But yeah, let's talk with you, Sam. You know, you've called yourself the Scruff, but you're not that scruffy. How did the name come about and why?
Well, basically, then I think the name came when we were just at practice. We were just chilling out practicing, and Omar came out and just said, he said something like, "What about the Scruffians?" And I was just like, "Nah, that don't really sound great." And then the Scruff just like
stuck,
sort of took and it stuck.
And
then our first gig was at the Watershed. Big up the Watershed, by the way. First gig, I turned up in a bow tie. And,
for no reason whatsoever.
I'm on it, bow tie, and then sort of these got to
we started off, didn't it? Sam, what are you doing in a bow tie?
We're
in a rock band.
Not rock.
Yeah, it's not going to work. And then from there, it just
people saw the irony and just liked it, so it stuck.
So is that what it is? Because you're not actually scruffy, because you actually like always doled up. You've decided to call yourself the Scruff.
Yeah. Why not?
I'm liking that story. You know what? It's the kind of thing that you could imagine. You go to your child at night. Do you want me to read your story? What are you going to read me, Daddy? I'm going to read you the story about the Scruff. You know, about a bunch of lads that wax themselves up. You know, you know, a bit like Cinderella. You know, but obviously with lads kind of thing.
Fair play.
Wicked. I'll tell you what. Then let's bring Omar into the action. Omar, come on.
Hello there. You're right there.
Yeah. The reason I'm bringing you in is because the percussionist is always the guy that's at the background and never gets an opportunity to come along. Always in the background. Never get an opportunity to have a little chin wag. So I'm going to talk with you first.
Let's wag chins, mate.
Now, let's wag them. Go on, give it a little cheeky wag for the camera up there. For
Giggity.
There we are. All right, enough of that.
Now, obviously, you know, you are a drummer of a band. How did that come about? You know, what made you want to pick up some sticks and really start whacking some drums?
Well, do you know what? It was back in about 2005. It was myself and Adam. We were actually in a band quite a while ago, and you know, we played a couple of gigs across a couple of venues around Bedford. It went down really well, but you know, unfortunately, at 17, 18, people got things like university and that sort of thing to consider. So you know, they all went their separate ways, and the band fell apart. It was probably about a year ago now. We were over in my garage. You know, that's like the chill shack.
What's in your
so
UK garage?
It's the HQ. my garage where the music goes down. We're just there, yeah. And we thought, let's give it a go. And we give it a go, and yeah, man, it just took off. Here we are now.
Awesome. So you actually started drumming from quite a young age then, or was it just with the last band that you was in?
It was probably about the age of about 15. Thought I'd go for some grades. Got grade 8 there, and from there, mate.
Excellent.
Just delved into different types of music, and yeah.
Brilliant. So you're obviously a classically trained drummer, rather than sort of like pick up and learn yourself. You've actually gone. You've got the certificates. You've learnt your trade.
He's got the certificates, mate. Yeah.
Excellent, man. It's great to see someone that's got some certificates and go. Actually, I've got a grade 4 in drumming.
Well,
yeah, that's good stuff.
Well, yeah. I mean, you tried. Well done there.
Excellent. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. Should we play a track, or we go?
Let's go for it.
Let's play a track. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn off the boys' microphones whilst they sit up, and we're going to pull down the microphones as so, and then we'll have that one down there for the lead. So what track are you guys going to be singing for us this evening?
I reckon we're going to play a song called Get Some.
Get Some.
Which is one of our livelier numbers, so we thought it'd be funny to...
Is there a story behind this? Because the time I ever think of Get Some is from the film Full Metal Jacket, where he's pumping the gun going, get some! Or is it actually a bit blue, and we can't really talk about life?
Yeah, we should probably leave it there.
Sorry then. Anyway, this is the Scruff with their track Get Some.
Should we do it?
Yeah,
go Alright, okay. This is a story about the world today. We're down on our luck and it's hard today. We're finding it quite tough. Every minute is an hour and every hour's a day. We're always indulging our lives away, cause living's not enough. And we put up no resistance. This and a life is just another existence. What's the point in that? Oh no. Another weekend comes and rolling around and we're all feeling sound. Reach into our pockets, pull out £20. This is what we say. Oh, let's get some. Oh, let's get some. Oh, let's get some. This is a story about the man today. He don't go to work, but he still gets paid. There's something flawed in that. On the other hand, there's an honest man on an honest wage, doing what he can, picking up the slack. What a numb existence, living in a world where nobody listens, and you're left asking why, oh why. Another weekend comes a rolling round and we're all feeling sound, struggling together to make £20 just to get us by. Oh, let's get some. Oh, let's get some. Always crawling up the walls to get away. And you know today is just another day. Why can't you stay? Oh, 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 oh. Oh, let's get some. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh.
Yeah. So right then, give it up for the Scruff, everyone. Wow, what a brilliant track that was. I'll tell you what, get yourselves stood up. Let's get their microphones set back up so we can get chatting to you there. That was brilliant, brilliant track. Thanks very much for sharing that with us. So I'll tell you what, let's talk a little bit about the story of that song. Obviously, we can't talk about the blue element of it, Adam, but you know, we can talk a little bit about maybe part of the story. Tell us a little bit about it.
Like most of our songs, to be honest, it was one of those ones, a few beers in the garage, acoustic guitar, playing around with a riff, and it just started from there. And that was one of our first songs as well, wasn't it, really?
I do believe so, yeah. I mean, influence from, you know, your standard Saturday night, just influence from your Saturday night, you know, chilling out with your mates, picked up a guitar, song came out, and, you know.
And it went from there, yeah, just right on top of previous stuff that we'd written before, and
like it says in the song, this is a story about the world today.
And there you go, and there you go.
Said.
Can I just say, lads, just let you know that the quiz song has just come on the air, which is Barbara Streisand has just come on, which now means we're going to do a cheeky little quiz. Now, I want to know who is the person that has the most musical knowledge in the band.
I'm going to throw it out and say
You're going to go for Adam.
I'm being nominated.
Adam, the lead singer, is going to be up against the one and only Kirsty Williams. Kirsty Williams coming out. Now, I can say that Kirsty last week lost for the first time ever. Okay. She was very angry. Okay. She was very angry, so I think that she's going to be up for a bit of revenge today. So Adam,
Don't say that.
Do you think you can do this? Do you think you can take her to the cleaners?
well, she's on a losing streak, so you know, if you do win, it's only because I've let you.
Yeah,
Because I feel
okay.
bad because you lost last time.
Because you're a gentleman and you wear a bow tie.
There we go.
There we go. It's all right, just to let you know that the rules are quite simple. What it is, I'm going to give one line to a track or a couple of words to a track.
Okay.
You've then got to buzz it in, okay, and then answer the question. So, Kirsty Williams, your buzzing is going to be, I'm the Williams.
I'm the Williams.
Okay, and your buzzing is going to be Scruffy. Scruffy. Okay, Williams, what's your buzzing?
I'm the Williams.
And what's your buzzing? Scruffy. Scruffy, like it. We're going northern.
Love it.
We're going northern. Okay, are we ready to rock and roll?
Yeah.
Brilliant, so here we go. Question one. I ain't happy. Scruffy. Over to you, the Scruffs.
I'm feeling bad.
You know what, I'm going to give it to you. It's actually I'm feeling glad. I thought it was I was
Okay.
feeling bad for many years, but I was wrong. It's
Close
actually,
enough.
I'm not happy, I'm feeling glad, but I'm going to give you that by the Grillers. And the love.
I'm the Williams.
Over to you, Kirsty Williams.
Kick starts again.
Well done, and that was
my buzzer.
example. Left, right, left, right, left, right.
I'm the Williams.
Over to you, Kirsty Williams.
Left.
Man.
Correct. That was a bit of a
Duped.
one of them skank tunes that the kids like nowadays. Or do the. So or do the. What can it be? It's a skank. Oh, do the what skank?
I'm the Williams.
Over to you, Kirsty Williams.
Migraine skank.
It is the migraine skank. Well done there,
I'm not a
Kirsty Williams.
skanker.
Nor am I. I don't really like the music, but I thought I'd throw it in there to mix it up a little bit. Shake your.
I'm the Williams.
Over to you, Kirsty Williams.
Moneymaker.
No, over to you, the Scruff. Shake your what?
Body down.
Shake your body. I'm going to give you
That'll
that
do.
3-2 now. Oh yeah. Think of guitars. Think of old school. Oh yeah.
Oh, Scruffy.
Over to you, the
You
Scruff.
really got me?
Well done. Awesome. Well
yeah.
done on the answer. Hey Jude.
Scruffy.
Over to you, the Scruff.
Don't make it bad.
Well done. You're now you have taken
I
the
keep
lead.
forgetting what my buzzer is.
It says, I am the Williams. I am the Williams.
Williams.
Okay. Where my keys?
Scruffy.
Scruffy. Over to you, the Williams.
Where my phone?
Well done. It is now the connect. Let's.
I'm the Williams.
Over to you, Kirsty Williams.
Dance.
No. Over to you. Let's what?
Scruffy.
choose
It
the-
could be anything. Let's get together and feel all right.
No, I'm not going to give you either of that. And the last question
What
is,
was it?
is that this one is a football chant. We are.
I'm the Williams.
Over to you, Kirsty
Luton
Williams.
Town.
Kirsty Williams.
Woo!
You pulled it in the end. You won 5.
I wouldn't have got that anyway.
Give it
Whatever.
up. Give it up for Kirsty
I'm
Williams.
so
But
happy again.
I'll tell you what. Let's give it up for Adam. He took her all the way to the wire.
That was great.
Adam from the Scruff, shaking hands there. Brilliant stuff. You're going to be able to check that out on the YouTube tomorrow. www.youtube.com/diverse. But I'll tell you now, let's bring Sam into the mix here, because what it is, we spoke to Omar earlier about sort of like when he started picking up some drumsticks and going with it. What made you pick up a guitar, and who out there, you know, sort of like was your famous influence? Because obviously a lot of people, they might be influenced by a member of their family and stuff like that, but who would be the person that you would look at and go, when you was a kid, and go, you know what, I want to be able to strum a bass like that bad boy?
To be honest, these two. We were it was like what, a year ago. We went out to France, and these boys wanted to start a band, and obviously I'd never played an instrument before, and they were like, I'd surely buy a bass and just start a band.
Really?
And so I just picked up a bass. Well, I promised him, and then about 2 months after Christmas, when we got back from France, I was at work, walked past a music shop, saw an old horrible bass in the window, and just bought it. It cost me 140 quid.
Job
bought
done.
it, started learning, and then formed a band, the Scruff.
Wicked. So literally, you know, it was just you. The lads just went, let's do this, and you went with it, and
Yeah, I was up for it.
happy days.
Sorry, Sam.
Why not?
So the thing is, obviously you haven't got a certificate. So does Omar throw that at you? Like,
Well, I'm a musician. You're not. So.
Excuse me, I'm at level 4 standard. What certificate do you have? And you're like that. Oh, shut up, Omar. Is it one of them moments?
Yeah, he's kind of one of them.
Level 8, wasn't it?
I'll tell you then, Adam, the same with you. Now, obviously, you know, you are a 3-piece. A lot of bands now, you know, they go for the 4, they go for the 5-piece where the lead singer doesn't play an instrument. Now, I suppose in a way you most probably got a mixture of people that influenced you, you know, because there would be vocalists as well as guitar players. Who are the ones that, you know, you look back at and go, you know, they're amazing, that's who I wanted to be like?
Do you know, it sounds bad, but not so much guitar. Playing guitar in a band was sort of really a means to an end, to be honest. Because I used to be the singer in a band at school, and I went off and joined other bands as a singer. This is the first time I've ever played guitar in a band. So, I mean, vocals-wise, it's just so. There's so many different people.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I
who?
love-
Who? Give
Jeff
me an
Buckley's
idea.
amazing. Paul Weller's amazing. I'm a real Libertines.
Awesome. What about Awesome? You
Libertines
said
fan.
you was awesome.
Yeah?
I can't help it. I know I shouldn't, but I do.
It's
I
like
love
your
them.
guilty pleasure.
Yeah,
It's your
yeah.
50
It's
Shades
not-
of
I
Grey.
shouldn't be guilty because I should be proud, really, because they're a great band. But vocally, you know, it's not the best vocals you'll ever hear. It's more to do with the sort of poetry of the lyrics.
To be fair, I thought your vocal was good there. It kind of like seemed to me there's like quite a few like elements thrown in there. You know, it kind of had a bit of a rock and roll sound, kind of with a little bit of you know, a little bit of that sort of like indie sound with the Liberty. It's kind of a bit of a mishmash, and you go and then you make some lovely cookies
Happy with
out of
that,
it. So
happy with that.
you know, I thought the vocals were really good there. So you know, obviously loads of people influence you. Do you feel that goes into your music?
I think, to be honest, with the music, in terms of what goes into it, I feel these two boys probably influence it more than anything else. Because everything we write about is just stuff that we're doing and
Day-to-day
and where we're
feelings.
coming. Yeah. Not you so much, mainly Sam. I should say.
The one without certificates, obviously.
Yeah. Because we learn together, because we're not real musicians, you see.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. Well, let's bring Omar into the mix. Obviously,
right.
now, Omar, you're a grade 25 drummer and all of that jazz.
26.
But there must be some people that you looked at in your younger years, and you did look at them and think, wow. Because see, when I was young, I always wanted to play the drum, and then when I saw Dave Grohl on the drum for Nirvana, I was a bit like, wow, this guy definitely knows how to bash it about a little bit. And I'm talking about his drum, I'm not talking about other things. Them videos that are on the internet, it's a completely different ballgame. But who was like the person that you looked at and wanted to be, that you modelled yourself on as a youngster?
Well, I mean, what started it off, I guess, was Chad Smith playing for the Chili Peppers, still does, and the funk grooves that he plays has definitely influenced my playing nowadays. It moved.
Ferrell, is it?
It looks like, yeah. It looks like.
Ferrell,
I don't think Will Ferrell was that good on the drums, though. He's a good actor. We'll give him that. I mean, it quickly moved on to Travis Barker, obviously. Blink 182. Wow, what can I say? It was his styles that led me on to, practicing and researching, Latin drumming, reggae drumming, every type of drumming. The more that you can research, the more that you can actually play to, I believe, the better you'll get, really. It opens you up musically. I think that's really important, especially in a band like this where the music that comes out is so varied. You can never really just play one style, if you know what I mean. Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what I liked about when I went onto the YouTube and checked you guys out. There was obviously with gigs from you guys when you done the Bedford Corn Exchange and stuff like that, and
that was a good laugh.
As long as other venues as well. And it's kind of like what I liked about the music. It's very fresh. It's got that fresh sound, but it's kind of got that old school sound mixed into it as well. So there's definitely a mishmash of different sounds, and I think that's a good thing, because with a lot of bands, they kind of take that one genre, they kind of pick that one band, and they kind of follow them. It's a bit like Dino and Sly Dog. I listen to their music, and there's so many different influences that go into it. I do feel that's a really important thing, and obviously you guys do as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
And
then
it's those
people as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's those sorts of bands that actually create new genres, which in itself is pretty amazing.
Yeah, definitely. Now let's go to a question. Now this is an open question before we go to the last track. It's nearly the end of the show. Now out of all the gigs that you've played so far, which gig has been sort of like the one that you look at as being the best gig, the pinnacle gig? It was like the moment of all moments. What would it be?
I don't know. I don't think we can pick. We've had a few. I think obviously for playing with big bands, we played it up in Shropshire with Twin Atlantic and Jaguar Skills. That was obviously
Jaguar Skills.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Love him.
But obviously that was big. But obviously Squires, we played the Squires, and that was cool.
That was more fun because more of our mates were there.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
more homegrown crowds.
It
It was wicked.
Also
And having
played the
friends there
horn.
is the big
Played
part.
the horn. What is it?
St Albans.
Yeah, St
Always an
Albans.
iconic venue.
Mate, that's beautiful. That is. I really like that. Really like the horn.
Awesome. So you've played some wicked gigs, but obviously Jaguar Skills. Now, the question that I want to know, and the people out there that like their dance music are going to know as well, is did you actually see his boat race?
Yeah.
Never. No, we didn't.
He's got a beautiful boat.
I got it exclusive.
Sworn to secrecy.
So basically, you did see the boat, but you've been sworn to secrecy because he might jump through your window at night and assassinate you.
He's a ninja.
He is a ninja. Yeah, don't argue with a ninja.
He is a ninja. But I'll tell you what, guys, it's been an absolutely brilliant interview. But what I'd like to know is, would you mind singing the track to finish up the show?
Yeah, I'll play a little track.
Wicked. And what's the track that we're going to do?
This is a weird one because we never play this at our gigs or anything like that. This is off our first EP. It's called Next to You. It's a bit of a slow one. We don't really do slow,
He's going to do it on his own. This one's for Lloydie as well.
Oh, yeah, this one's for Lloyd. He loves Next to You. Me and my friends came stumbling in. My hair was a mess as a result of the wind. I was probably wearing my drunken grin. Then I laid eyes on you. Don't know what it was that led me here. I was carried by the atmosphere. Was only gonna stay for one more beer. Then I laid eyes on you. And the sounds that surround me start to clear. And the crowds all around me disappear. I'm watching, you're looking, as sparks fly and line the ceiling of the room. I'm staring, 'cause 'cause you're smiling. I have an overwhelming desire to be next to you. I felt like this several times before, and I don't know what it is, but now I'm feeling it more. Don't even know you and I'm already sure. Wanna be next to you. I pay far too much for the drink in my hand. I'm not overly impressed with the onstage band. Been in this bar for much longer than planned. That's all down to you. And the sounds that surround me start to clear. And the crowds all around me disappear. I'm watching, you're looking, as sparks fly and line the ceiling of the room. I'm staring, 'cause you're smiling. I have an overwhelming desire to be next to you. To be next to you. Oh, to be next to you. And I'm watching, you're looking, as sparks fly and line the ceiling of the room. And I'm staring, 'cause you're smiling. I have an overwhelming desire to be next to you. I'm watching, you're looking. I have an overwhelming desire to be next to you.
Darren Jones on Diverse FM.
Give it up for the Scruff, everyone! Wow, what an amazing track. Thank you so much for sharing that with us today. But I'll tell you what, guys, literally, we have run out of time. So, but what I want to do, because I actually spelled out your name as the Scruff, rather than spelling out the Scruff, please quickly give all the web addresses so the people that have listened to you tonight that might not have heard of you know where they can check you out, because I'm not going to lie, people are going to want to come and see you guys live.
Oh, let's hope so, let's hope so.
So go for it.
Yeah, basically, Facebook /Scruff Stuff. Twitter @the_Scruff_. That's basically it, really.
That's the best way to find us. We're Bedford, White Horse, Newnham Avenue, Bedford, 9 o'clock this Saturday. Followed by Bedford River Festival next Saturday, which is the 21st of July. We're headlining the community stage at 9 o'clock sharp. So come down, watch us play. Fireworks afterwards.
Also, we have got a website up on the go. So shortly you'll have a website to go to.
It's the-scruff.co.uk.
Wicked. Guys, give yourselves a massive round of applause.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us, Daz-la. No worries, they were superb, but hang on, guys.
Men want to be him, ladies want to love him. DJ Al, Diverse FM.
That's right, DJ Al has walked into the building, and as the jingle just said, all the men want to be him, all the women just want to love him, because he has got the most sexiest vocal in radio, not just in Dunstable, Luton and Houghton Regis, but literally around the whole world. If your mum is going to listen to this show, leave the room, because the moment he opens his mouth, they are going to be running down to Castle Street in Luton to check this guy out. He is definitely a massive hunk, but can I just say, guys, you've all been superb. I've loved the show. But as I'm going to say, guys, you've been an amazing audience. But as always, I've been even better. Take it easy. See you soon on your number one.
Peace.
I'm Darren Jones. Peace out.
FM.
With results day approaching.